The Crimson Diamond. If you weren't here for this yesterday, this is a new release. It came out on Steam like 11 hours ago, 12 hours ago, I think. And I started playing this yesterday. I got a review key from the dev. Under no obligation to play the game, to stream it, to give it a good review or anything, but you know, full disclosure, I did get the game for free. And the dev was actually in my chat yesterday, and I did say, you know, it would be great if you were back here tomorrow and everything, but honestly, I hope they're asleep right now. Like, she goes by Maple Mystery on my chat. She was having trouble falling asleep, which I get, just before the game was released, so I hope she's resting now, honestly. She deserves it. Game is really good, the art is great. The only criticism I have with it so far is that and it's a style, it's a stylistic choice, it's fine. And honestly, it's okay if you're playing the game. I don't like it for streaming specifically. It has a really old school adventure feel to it. Hello there, Jankito. In many senses, and one of those is my criticism, is that it's quiet, deadly quiet most of the time. It has music, it's very good, but it plays at certain moments. So if you think like old Sierra adventure games, it's like that, it's very silent. That's my one complaint, and again, it's a stylistic choice, it's fine. And if I was playing this on my own, not streaming, I probably wouldn't mind it. I just... not a big fan of having the stream being nothing but my voice. Anyway, let's get started back with it. We played for nearly 4 hours yesterday. I actually extended my stream yesterday. I shouldn't do that today again because I'm tired. But I extended it yesterday because I was having so much fun with the game. Title music. It's really freaking great. Here we go. The Crimson Diamond. Alright, let's get into it. So this is day 2, chapter 2. It is also day 2, I think. Hello there, Necring, welcoming. And yesterday we came to this town because of a diamond that was found. We had to leave today, but we couldn't because the bridge was blown up. I think it was blown up by... oh, interesting. I think it was blown up by Kimi because she was drawing a bridge in her sketchbook. So I think there's something else to her other than the cormorants she so desperately wants. Looks like a Lara Bow game. This game is really good. This game is amazing. So I didn't finish exploring outside yesterday. So before I go further south, let me see if I explored everything here. I think there isn't anything else on this side. For now. Ooh, there she is, looking at the cormorants. I'll take a look at that later. I have been here. Is this the kind of adventure game that even the chairs want to murder you? No, this is a little bit more wholesome. I was expecting murder to happen. The worst that has happened so far was a bridge being blown up. No murder yet. But there is still hope. And no, it's very reasonable. It's actually very reasonable. Like, there are no bullshit deaths every step of the way, and I haven't run into any moon logic puzzles yet, so it's fine. Normal Sierra Adventure chair. I'm going to end this adventure. Yeah, like Sierra Adventure. Let me start the timer. Sierra Adventure games. They look so interesting. I'm never gonna play one. I think I played 1 or 2 maybe back in the day. I like, unless you have a guide, and then what's the point? Those games are dumb. I'm sorry. Like dying to everything and all the moon logic and all the stuff that's designed to make you, to force you to buy a guy, that's just unacceptable. A roaring waterfall flows speedily off the escarpment. That's a word, escarpment. I did not know that word. There are mossy rocks by the water that look pretty slippery. Far off to the north, you can just make out the smokehouse. West leads to the jetty. Grab moss. Never got to be a girl guide. Sadly, we have no idea how to about the myriad uses of moss. Get sample. This part of the river make it look slippery and dangerous. Should look elsewhere. Okay, so there's the bridge. I'm gonna cross the bridge, but I'm gonna talk to Kimi first. Can I grab a sample from around here? Don't disturb the cormorants! Yeah, she's obsessed with the cormorants. Oh, I'm sorry. There is a steep cliff here, with a rather scenic waterfall flowing from hidden crevasses. The cliff face hosts a thriving colony of what you would assume are double-crested cormorants. They clearly enjoy nesting here. Managed to get your Wii working with your capture card? Nice! Nice, congratulations. I have no idea how difficult it is. I assume that it's better to just find a way to convert it to HDMI and then use a regular HDMI capture card, but I don't actually know. I've looked into it a lot and I've decided to not do it for now. You can see the boathouse east, faintest indication of the carriage house to the north. Capture card was hovering above your motherboard 90% of the time. You have a component to HDMI converter. Alright. Yeah, the component cables for the Wii were not as difficult to find or expensive as the ones for the GameCube. The Wii is just a better GameCube. Kimi is here. Look at Kimi. Kimi is intently watching the cormorants nesting up on the cliff face. Her suitcase is beside her. She couldn't even wait to store her luggage back in our room. Wow, she's keen. Yeah, she is crazy for the tits. Don't they use the same connector? I don't think they do, Nectarine, because I always see people say that they want to get a component cable for the GameCube and it's always annoying for some reason. So I assume it's not the same? Because I've heard those cables, component cables for the GameCube are actually expensive. You know what? I don't like Kimi's attitude. Throw a rock at the cormorants just to piss her off. Do I have a rock? I like that idea. I don't like Kimi either. Is this a rock? Glacial sample. Throw rock at birds. That doesn't accomplish. Scare birds away. Shout at birds. Ladies and always, yeah, I tried to yell before. Talk to cormorants. Hello, cormorants! Cormorant sounds. Nice. Very good, very good. Cormorant sounds. I live for that. That was really good. Grab briefcase. Oh, she grabbed luggage? Please leave my luggage alone. Kick luggage. You wouldn't hurt a fly. Yes, I would. Pull her pants down to surprise her. No, you can't surprise. Talk to Kimi. Oh, hi Nancy. I didn't see you there. I didn't see you trying to grab my luggage from under my feet. Ask Kimi about cormorants. Nintendo did change the output on the Wii. Yeah, there you go. I wrote cormorants with a K because of Kimi. Stunning, aren't they? I feel so fortunate to be seeing this. Asking me about binoculars. Binoculars are essential for bird watching. I have a wonderful pair. Ask about bird watching. Sorry, Nancy, I don't know anything about that. She doesn't know anything about bird watching. You can't scare. I can't grab a sample from here unless I figure out a way to get rid of the cormorants. Kimmy's a freaking poser, yeah. I'm bird watching, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I probably have to find a way to scare them and then I can grab this sample. Let me see if there's more stuff here before I wreck. I can't leave yet, I haven't accomplished my goals. Okay, now that's a little bit of a problem. Let's see if I can find where the third rock sample would be from. Maybe here? Take sample. Grab sample. Okay, so I can't there, I can't there. There are a bunch of locked doors. There, okay, this one I did get a sample from this already. It's the only one that I did get. Yeah, I have no idea where the third rock would be. Do I have any notes of things I have to do? I did ask Albert about his kit, yes. What does the telegraph tape say? I don't know. Still haven't gotten the plate yet. Let's see if I can find... grab plate. Okay. Grab plate. Grab plate. Billiard table dominates the center of the room. There's a cue stand against one wall. Card table. Take cue. There's no plate here, right? Take plate. Nope. I'm not gonna try opening everything again to see if everything's still locked. I'm gonna assume everything is locked. That's fine. I've talked to this guy already. Look at Jack. Jack is sitting. Take tape from Jack. Take tape. Because I need to get the tape that is on his pocket. Is there anything I can try to cook? I don't know. Most of this stuff I have no idea how to use it. Duck call. Yeah, I don't. Ah, that's okay. Okay, let me do that before I grab plate. There's a plate right here. Oh, there's over there. I think this plate is porcelain. Maybe I can use it as a streak plate. Should take a look at it and see. Okay, let's take a look at it and see then. Now that I think of it, the unglazed underside of this porcelain plate would make a great streak plate. Streak plates are used for ascertaining a mineral's streak color, but any mineral harder than a 6.5 or 7 won't make a streak. I can rub samples on the plates to see their color. And it has a Morse hardness of 6.5. There we go, got 6.5 chat, that's good. Welcoming for Magpie. Yeah, enjoying the music, right? It's really good. Streak plate. Rub your samples on your streak plate. Okay. How do I do that? Do I rub sample on streak plate? Rub glacial sample. Rub glacial sample. It feels as a rub glacial sample on plate. You rub the sample from the glacial erratic onto the streak plate, but no streak is produced. This sample is granite, which has a moss hardness of 7, so I'm not surprised that it didn't make a streak on the plate. Alright. Open door. Okay, let's see if I can use the whistle on the cormorants. Blow whistle. Yep. You put the duck call to your lips and blow. A duck? Where? Oh my gosh, a duck! A duck, a duck, a duck! There she goes. Well done, you fooled her. Take sample. You chip a sample out of the cliff using the ice pick and the hammer. Looks like I've taken a good cliff sample. Okay, one more from outside the lodge. Rub cliff sample on plate. Because the specimens are embedded into the cliff sample, it's a bit too awkward to rub against the streak plate. That's okay, it's still a nice sample and a good piece of field work. Alright, so this one you don't. Streaked boulder sample. Streaked cliff sample. I tried, but it didn't work. It marked as done. Yeah, get lost, Kimmy, okay? Open briefcase. Open luggage. Kim will be back any moment. What if she caught you through her things? That would be horrible. Get it anyway. It's probably locked besides. Open luggage. Take luggage. What a goody two shoes. Okay, we just need to find the third sample. As far as the goals of the game go. Unless it is from here. A part looks slippery. Unless it is from here and I have to get away to like tie rope on tree. Tie rope to tree. Don't see a good reason. I wanted to like do that to be safe while I grab a sample. Can't grab a sample from here, right? That's strange. They said the rock has to be outside. Nope. Nothing nowhere. At least I can't see any rocks. I'm not gonna try every screen. Okay, so I have been here. I still want to take that dude's tape, but I don't know how to do that. There is a teapot that I can possibly use around here somewhere. There's the pot that I can put on the stove. But I don't know what to do with that either. Place fly paper. That achieves little effect. Place fly paper. Can't I? Already discarded the full strip of fly paper. Neither want nor need a fly covered sticky paper. I have some on my inventory. I just wanted to put it back here. And this guy doesn't want to talk to me. And I haven't done anything here. We've opened everything. Can't I grab some boots? I was wondering if we could grab the boots so we could walk on the slippery stone. But I'm sure I've tried to grab boots before. Everywhere is empty. These are all locked. This one, there was nothing, and that woman wants to talk to me. There is a little box here. Right, I did try to deal with that, but it's locked. Look, luggage. 2 identical large chests at the foot of the bed. Open luggage. It's locked. It's all locked. Look book. Geology and mineralogy book looks as good as new. Yeah, he never used it. Take book. You would appreciate that. Open book. Read book. The titles are in German, so you can't read them. But from the pictures on the cover, you summarize they're about minerals. What showed up here? Yeah, I don't know. Can I open the chests? Everything is locked. Yeah, I don't know what I have to do now. Do have several items I haven't used for anything. Like, we got the hat. We got adhesive plaster. Tin of powder. Absorbs your oils and grab your prints with a brush. Jordan almonds. The mug, the glass we use to look at stuff. The pick we use to grab samples. The salt. Duck call we have used. The hammer we used it with the pick. Sample. Used for mineralogy as well. Rope. Fly paper. Sample and the plate for grabbing samples as well. Actually streak the samples after we grab them. And that's my problem, but it is a problem with adventure games. I don't like when I get stuck. I do have access to a review guide for this, but still. Yeah, I do have all the tools. I have no idea how to look at the telegraph note. And it's not like I'm needing any items or anything. I can use that pump, but what? That pump is probably necessary for something. Maybe not the eggs, but the pump should be. Alright, put down. Oh, she's back. I might look at the guide, but this is like the first time we've got any trouble figuring anything. The game has been very straightforward up until now. What would we use the flypaper for? Because I still feel like you should use the flypaper to replace the one you took from the wall. No idea what to actually... place flypaper on wall. Use flypaper on check. Grab pot. Place pot. Right, but I don't know what to do with that. Sure, big difference, right? Hmm. Hmm. I might end up looking at a guide. Yes. I don't like it because it should be obvious. I wanted to use like something to grab the telegraph note from Jack's pocket. But you can't use the verb use. Place tape on Jack. Grab. What was it called? Tape, telegraph tape. Take telegraph tape. Ask about telegraph. Do you still have the strip of telegraph that you received? Nah, I don't have it. What did you do with it? Look, miss, I'm busy. I can't keep track of everything. And what about the other telegram at the train station? Oh yeah, that other telegram for someone named Carl. What did it say? What did I say? I didn't read it. None of my business. But I did catch the word crimson on it. That's kind of be expected, seeing as that's where we are. Right, so... yeah, we can't go back to the telegraph, of course. And also, apparently, the car is broken down. I wonder if the fly paper could be stuck to something useful. Right, can I do anything with that leak? I didn't notice that the leak showed up. It wasn't there before. When we grabbed the ice pick. The ice box has a bit of a leak in the door. It lets a bit of heat in and melting the ice out. During the day the melt makes a little puddle, but pay that no mind. I'll mop it up when I got time. I was thinking about that, grabbing the mop, because we need to help. Grab mop. Take mop. It's not my job, but let me be nice, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a brief look at the guide that I have access to. I don't like that. Can't I really think of anything else? Oh, I hadn't noticed this up here. Actually. Ask about telegraph. What? Can I ask about Carl? Who? No, I don't know anyone called Carl, Nancy. Friend of yours? No, not a friend of mine. Maybe I have to ask everyone about it. Ask about Carl. Yes? Do you know anyone by that name, Mr. Respa? No, Miss Maple, I do not. Well, if anyone is gonna be spooked, it's gonna be the lawyer and the sister. These ones ask about Carl. Carl? Who's that? Oh, no one I know. I was wondering if you did. Well, I don't. I went to school with a fellow named Carl back in England. Though I doubt he's the one to which you are referring. Did he ever visit Canada? Is he here now? No, neither. How can you be sure? He died soon after graduation. I knew it, that's pretty bleak. Oh, pardon me. Okay, that might not be nothing. It could be just... Ask about Carl. I'm afraid I do not know him. Is he a charming friend of yours? Not at all. Just making inquiries. Maybe I can show the samples. Show sample. Can't do that. Give sample. Give sample to all sample. Is it Alfred? Albert. Albert, Alfred, same thing. No, thank you. Oops, open door. I did get a little bit of progress. I got one sample. But I've been going around for 30 minutes. I'm gonna grab the guide. Where is it? Here, okay. And let me see. Okay, so I'm looking at the guides. It's very well structured. The one that reviewers have access to. And it talks about finding a place where it's a place where it's easy to dig. Dig. Not a suitable place. It's a riverbank. I did not consider digging. Safe, muddy. Dig. Yeah, I would not have wanted to get that. You dig a lump of dirt out of the riverbank. You are surprised at how deep you have to dig before you find minerals of any kind. You take advantage of the handy-dandy river and wash the dirt away from your sample. Wonderful! Looks like I've obtained a good sample from the riverbank. Nearly finished my work for the day. Really ought to rub the samples on my streak plate. River sample. Rocks are a combination of more than one mineral, so it's easy for me to remove those from this sample by visual inspection. I've also removed the red stones from the samples. Those are clearly garnets and not the subject of this field work. There, now I can analyze the sample using other methods. Rub river sample on plate. Before I rub the river samples on the streak plate, I should examine it with my loupe first. Okay. Closely examining the river sample with the loupe, you can see that some of the specimens have tiny arching scratches and a pitted frosted surface. Some of this is river glass, so I can eliminate those specimens from the sample. River glass and sea glass are bits of glass that have been troubled with water and stones for years. It can sometimes look like minerals. River sample requires a... Yes. Rub river sample on plate. You rub on the streak plate. One of the specimens produces a white streak. The streak plate probably has a moss hardness of about 6.5, so this specimen is softer than that. Since diamonds have a moss hardness of 10, I can conclude that this part of the specimen is not a diamond. Remaining specimens from the river sample don't make any streaks on the streak plate. When a specimen doesn't make a streak, this is sometimes called a colorless streak. Streak plate has a moss hardness of 6.5 to 7, that means the minerals in the specimen are harder than that. Garnets can have a hardness of up to 10 to 7.5, and diamonds have a moss hardness of 10, so they wouldn't make a streak. I wonder if Albert will let me borrow one of his moss hardness picks so I can test the remaining bits of my river specimen. Wonderful, I'm satisfied with the field work and analysis for today. It's getting late, but I'm pleased with my work today. Your stomach rumbles, it's dinner time. Proceed to the dining room when you're ready to eat. Okay. So that's one hint I had to dig. I did not consider. Wow, I've certainly worked up an appetite. Jack has prepared a delicious dinner of salted pork and buttered parsnips. Margota hasn't come down for dinner, even says she's not feeling well. Excellent job, kudos on your thorough investigative technique. So, Albert, I hear your field kit has gone missing. Too bad. Albert narrows his eyes. Mr. Richards, you must realize this is merely a delay, nothing more. See, I don't know about that. There's a war on. Canada might have bigger fish to fry soon enough. Got a feeling all this could get forgotten about. Harumph. Well, I won't have my possessions stolen. Surely the lodge has a way to secure valuables? Yeah, sure. There are 2 trunks in the upstairs closet. Jack's got keys. I've only got a key for the blue trunk. You can lock up your stuff in there. That will have to do, and if something goes missing, there will be no mistaking who's to blame. And what about the automobile? Has it been fixed yet? Jack and I have looked at the automobile. I don't have the part with me, but I'll bring it next time I visit. I suppose that'll have to do. I don't care one way or the other. Just stop complaining. Harumph. Everyone seems to be eager to escape the dinner table. Whew, these dinners are pretty tense. You follow Jack into the kitchen and help him with the dishes. Gee, thanks, miss. Oh, can you do me another favor? Take this bowl of broth up to Margot. She's still not feeling well. She's in her boudoir. She says being surrounded by beautiful things makes her feel better. Sure thing, Jack. Game has auto-saved, okay? Eavesdrop. It's a myth that cormorants hunt fish that are prized by fishermen. Lady, can you talk about anything other than cormorants for 5 seconds? Unfortunately, the birds have been subject to many attempted exterminations. This colony suffered when Crimson was a garnet mining town, but it's recovered since. The nesting colony on the cliffs to the southwest of the lodge is the only intact example for many kilometers. I'm so relieved to hear that the colony survived. Nature is so resilient. It is, to a point. But should the government return and claim this land for its so-called precious stones, the entire nesting colony will be at risk. This cannot be allowed to happen. Right, so that's the motive for the native guy. He doesn't want the government. He doesn't want the diamonds to spark interest from the government or anyone else, because it disturbs nature and the cormorants. Oh dear. Nathan and Kimmy continue to chat about cormorants and other birds. You find yourself starting to nod off. Where was I going? Ah, yes, I have to take the... Do I have the... Yes. Broth. Bowl of broth. Oh, the lawyer is gone. Give broth to Margot. Margot, Jack made some broth for you. Oh, he's so wonderful. Please set it down on this table. Ask about Jack. Jack is a good man. He works so hard every day, but there is much to do. Even ought to hire another man to help Jack, but there's no money for that. Ask about broth. That smells delicious. Ooh. Ooh, hello, Nessa. Use glass on door. Put glass door. With the help of the drinking glass, you can hear conversation behind the boudoir door. Nessa, what do you want? Jack asked me to bring this water up to you. And I thought we could have a little chat besides. I knew there was a catch. I know how hard it is for us women to make it in the world. Is that so? Indeed, especially for women who have lived it particularly roughly. Such as yourself. What do you mean? I have a very good memory for faces, and there's no mistaking one as pretty as yours. That bad bit of business up in Skagway, the Mounties never caught you, though they did try. There were wanted posters pasted up as far south as Niagara Falls. Break it off with Even and leave Crimson, and maybe I won't tell. Ha! The things I've seen, the things I've done, you don't frighten me, old hag. You will get nothing, do you hear me? I will make sure of that. Skagway was lawless because people looked the other way, but up here, there's no one to see what could happen. Watch out. Harumph, I figured as much. Silly little gold digger, you watch out. Music is really good, again. Ask about Skagway. Margot narrows her eyes and hesitates before she speaks. I may not have been entirely honest about Skagway in the past, but it is a dangerous place, take my word for it. I will not speak more on it. Look. We seen this. Margot is here. Look, bowl. The ball of broth has spilled. Thankfully, it hasn't dripped into the luxurious carpet. Do you have anything to clean it with? Ask about bowl. Clumsy me, I have accidentally knocked it over. But do not worry, I would prefer this refreshing water. Of course you would. Let me see if I can tell Jack about the bowl. Tell Jack about the bowl. Ask about bowl. Sorry, Miss Maple, I don't know anything about that. Ask about Margot. Margot's a real homebody. At this time of night, she's usually in her boudoir or the ensuite bathroom beside it. She likes a warm bath now and again. It's a good habit, I guess. Yeah, give me a second. See something here. Okay. Okay, a lot has happened, but I'm lost again. But maybe after dinner people have moved around. Let's see if I can find Kimmy. Nope. No one else here other than Margot. Ask Nessa about Margot. An unsavory character of ill repute. Nice girls like you should stay away from her. Why do you say that? Harumph, I prefer not to say. It's not a subject for polite conversation. Ask about Skagway. Skagway is a city little town in Alaska, full of criminals and hustlers. After the gold rush ended, it was mostly deserted. Good riddance. Although all those undesirables must have ended up somewhere. Yeah. Team and Nathan are protective of the local wildlife? Yes, they are. Oh, I have to take the... bowl back. According to that. Take bowl. You clean up the spill and decide to take the empty bowl back downstairs for Jack to wash. Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle. You are so helpful. I don't have much of an appetite right now anyway. This water is enough for me. Something very weird with that woman, of course. Give bowl to Jack. You hand the empty bowl back to Jack. Thanks, miss. I really appreciate the help. Tell you what, I'll brew you a cup of tea and bring it to you in the conservatory. Gee, thanks. You head into the conservatory. Nathan and Kimmy are still talking about birds. You had no idea why anyone could be so keen about a topic. Yeah, Kimmy is a bit crazed on the cormorant thing. Jack brings you a piping hot cup of chamomile tea from flowers he grew himself. Combination of the warranty, the comfy couch, and this slightly boring conversation will lull you to sleep. A nice animation of her yawning, and then she leans back and snores rudely next to the people talking. You happily doze on the couch until you are awoken by a commotion upstairs. Ooh, action. You head towards the source of the noise and find yourself in Nessa's bedroom. You rush into the room to find Nessa and even standing nearly nose to nose in a heated conversation. Oh dear. I shouldn't be here, but I'm gonna watch anyway. Oh, hi Nancy. Someone stole my ruby brooch. I demand you recover my brooch and bring the perpetrator to justice. There are so many suspicious people milling about. There are, I agree. You mean besides you? Yeah, she's also, yeah. All of them. Like, yeah. Even Kimmy. Nathan, for one. It's obvious that he's hanging around, just waiting for you to die, so that he can finally get his hands on all of this. And then there's Margot. Enough! It's clear that Ivan is at his limit. His eyes flash with anger momentarily, but he fades just as quickly. He grimaces, shrugs, and then looks away. I got my hands full as it is. Courier smashed too. Bunch of stuff's gone. What? Some of that's mine! Someone's robbing me blind. How dare you? You probably misplaced your brooch. As for the curio, I bet you smashed it yourself because I told you I'd lost the curio key and it was locked up tight. I know you're here to get what you think you're owed any way you can, so don't expect any of my help. I'm done with this. Keep your voice down, why don't ya? Margot's resting. I'm gonna go check on her. Don't get me involved. I should take a closer look at the jewelry box. And I should also examine the curio cabinet in the room I'm sharing with Kimmy. Ooh, I remember reading a mystery novel where fingerprints helped solve a crime. Game has autosaved. Chapter 3 Investigations. Okay. A note has been added to your notebook. Examine box. The smooth wood looks unharmed. The box probably wasn't forced open, so someone who had the key. I think I see some oily smudges on the jewelry box. I've now got this container that's perfect to hold any helpful powdery substance I might come across. This sticky white tape I've got should be useful for lifting any fingerprints I find. I just need a powdery substance to reveal any fingerprints that might be on smooth surfaces. Don't I have one? Like this? Dust for fingerprints. The powder tin has a smattering of powder around the dispensing holes, but it's nearly empty. Perhaps I can refill the powder tin with something else. Eavesdrop. You hear Ivan's voice. Is he talking to himself? I find it wholesome to be alone the greater part of the time. To be in company, even with the best, is soon wearisome and dissipating. I love to be alone. He's reading a depressing book to Margot. Nice animation. Him on the bed, looking to her from time to time. Oh mon cher, you say that, but you do not mean it. Huh, you know I'm just reading, darling. Skip to my favorite part. The French-Canadian woodchopper, you got it. Do the accent too. Whatever the lady likes. Oh, Nancy, come sit and listen. This is getting weird. My Evan is such a good reader. Huh, you're a sweet talker, you. You can if you want, Nancy. I'm reading it anyway. Thanks, but maybe another time. Nope, Nancy, you're going here and you're sitting your ass down. Ask about story. Ask about book. Most of these books were my pa's. Brought them all the way from England. Heavy as anything. So I need to find a better powder. Oh dear. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the smashed glass front of the curio cabinet. Jagged shards litter the rug. Look cabinet. Oh, the silver steins are missing. That was what I was going to ask. Silver steins are the only thing that was in there. The front of the curios is bordered by jagged teeth of broken glass. Hick! Someone has broken the glass to gain access to the curious contents. I wonder who could have done such a thing. Oh, that's... Who is this? Jack or Corvus? Talk to Corvus. I'm still quite busy, miss. Ask about Nessa. Mrs. Crabbe is eager to leave the lodge as soon as possible, but won't be doing that until she's concluded her business here. Certainly wouldn't blame her. Brother is thoroughly unpleasant. His woman is a phony, and the wilderness is grubby and full of bugs. Yeah, everything is horrible. And now this brooch theft is completely out of order. This door keeps getting closed. Talk Albert. I'm rather busy at the moment, but I can smell delicious cookies downstairs. Why don't you be a helpful girl and bring one up to me? Well, sure, we can get a bunch and then not give all of them to him. Good evening, Jack. Thanks again for that tea. It was lovely and so relaxing that I nodded off on the couch for a bit. Glad you enjoyed it. Jack is putting jam into unbaked cookies on a tray. There's another tray by the window full of freshly baked cookies that are now cooling. Why can't I? That's about it for the jam. Yeah, it was playing cinematic, I guess. I'm making up some thumbprint cookies. They're Margot's favorite. Hoping to get some food in her. She's not feeling well and doesn't have much of an appetite. Though I had more jars of raspberry jam though. Mr. Richards loves these cookies too. Hell, he'll put a bunch of them in his pocket to snack on later. It makes doing his laundry a bit more challenging, but I guess I take it as a compliment. Take cookie. You take a freshly baked thumbprint cookie from the tray. Where was that? This one. Nope. This one. Give cookie to Albert. Say, Mr. Raspa, how do you like this thumbprint cookie? Albert's eyes light up. Splendid! That's just what I need. Thank you, miss. Albert thoroughly enjoys the cookie, licking his fingers and smacking his lips. Crunch, crunch, smack, gulp. Delicious. I could do with another if you find yourself downstairs again. Sure thing. Okay, let me see if it's just get another and get progress from that. Grab cookie. It's from that tray. If the guy wasn't so lazy, he would come himself and then realize he shouldn't have been ordering those cookies, I guess. Give cookie to Albert. Because he's gonna be missing out on the good cookies with the jam on top. How'd you like this thumbprint cookie? What on earth are you doing? Get away from my luggage. Yeah, I thought I can't type orders while he's eating because I would assume that like that's repeatable. And I just have to distract him with the food while I grab the when I grab the briefcase. I don't think that's the case actually. Take cookie. Grab cookie. I want to see if I can grab this other one. Nope. Take a freshly baked thumbprint cookie from the tray. Why was a note added? Find a powdery substance. Mash cookie with hammer. Hit cookie with hammer because you can't use the verb use. And how do you use a hammer without using the hammer? That will give us our fine powder. It's filled with red raspberry jam. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Still need to find a powder. Still don't know what was the purpose of that. The fat guy is not relevant, like the lawyer. We could take him with. It wouldn't make a difference. Okay, so I'm gonna have to be honest here. I'm gonna pause the timer. I just realized I'm really freaking tired again. It's been a very busy week. I do have to apologize for that. I stopped the timer. I'll get back to this game tomorrow.